Hello. What I want to talk about today, I guess, is just a few moments about working while with social anxiety disorder. Its effects on me, how I feel about situations I'm in, whatever. I'm not going to go into past employment, just current employment at this point. Past employment will be some other time, but there's not really much to say about that except I've had more jobs than I can count. So right now for me, to get up to go to work, I gotta get up really early. At least two and a half hours before I even have to be there. It takes me 5 minutes to get to work. So I get up 2.5 hours or so early to get ready. It doesn't take me much more than a half hour to get ready. A few more minutes, I guess, to eat something. But I spend that time trying to get over anxiety. And I get that anxiety like that before work, when I have to work with my supervisor. I don't work with him in such a way that I have to constantly socialize with him or interact with him in such a way. We work together, but we pass each other here and there a few times during the day and then say bye at the end of the day. So it's not because I have to socialize with him, but it's because when I'm doing my job, I keep thinking he's judging me based on how I'm doing my performance. I feel like I'm doing a performance. I feel as though if I make a mistake, I failed, because he's watching me and he's gonna see that mistake. So I got anxiety about that. I get anxiety about that. It drives me nuts because I pace back and forth in the morning before work. But I'm thinking about those thoughts now. So instead of just getting anxiety and pacing back and forth and going to work and not thinking about anything in the situation, now I'm going to work thinking, okay, I know exactly what I'm thinking. He's judging me based on my performance. And my performance is based on how well I'm doing my job. And he's making sure that I'm doing my job well. And he will point out anything that I'm not doing well. He doesn't really do that. That's the way I feel. It's the thoughts that I have. It's the anxiety I have. At the end of the day, I feel great to go home. On a day off, I feel great. When I do not work directly with my supervisor and I'm working alone or with some other member of the staff that is not a supervisor, I don't get the anxiety the same way. Those days are a little easier. And I gotta repeat this day after day after day. Some days I don't work with the supervisor, and it's not that bad. I don't have to socialize with a bunch of employees. I clock in the morning, I do my job, and I go home. I don't work closely with anybody, so it's kind of working out as far as that aspect goes. So I'm not feeling that urge that, oh, I've got to get away from this job and find something else. Because not having to socialize with a bunch of employees makes it easy for me to go to work and not have to worry about what are they thinking about me when I'm sitting here in the lunchroom, and I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So I don't get anxiety about that, because I know that I'm not going to have to perform in that kind of sense. But I feel like I'm on display when I'm around my supervisor and I'm trying to do my job. And if I'm looking down and I can't see behind me, then I'm thinking he's looking at me, he's watching me do this part of my job. And I feel like if I turn around and look and he's actually looking at me, well then what's he going to think? Why am I turning around? Why am I looking at him? Am I doing something wrong? Am I, you know, whatever. But so that's how I feel. Social anxiety in my employment right now, that's what happens every day when I go to work. That I have to be around my supervisor. On the days that I don't, anxiety is not that great. But the days that I do, I get up really early and I pace back and forth and I think about it the whole time before I get to work. When I'm done at that day, I'm glad. But anyways, yeah, this is kind of boring, but I just wanted to get an idea of how I was feeling about it. So, alright, thanks.